Let's animate together in Photoshop. I will show the basics on a stickman and then my own emote. So first we want to draw a base that won't be in movement, and then the parts that we will want to move have to be on separate layer. And in this case, those will be left and right hand, which we will make wave animation with. Then we will go to Window and Timeline and create Video Timeline. You will see a bar like this that we want to be a bit shorter, which we will get by simply dragging the bars to around 25F, which is optimal but can be adjusted later. Now we don't need to do anything with the base layer, but the layer we need to move, we first have to convert to Smart Object by right-clicking the layer and convert to Smart Object. You will get a few options you can test on your own, but today I'll be showing you the basics with Transform. By clicking the diamond on the left, you will get a pinpoint on timeline. The first pin marks where the animation starts, and adding a second one is to which point our animation will be moving to. To move your layers, use Ctrl-T on your keyboard and just move whichever direction you want your layers to move to. Then we need to add an ending point, which usually is the same as first point because we want to go back where we started from. You can simply right-click, copy-paste first diamond to the last. Then you can test what you got so far by clicking the play button on the top left on the timeline. Now we animate the other hand and playing with movements, but if you don't like what you got, you simply delete the diamond and start again. We will just mimic the first hand for now and make parallel points so they move at the same time. And now we have our waving animation. If you feel like it's too slow, drag the diamonds on the board to the left, and if you want to make it slower, just move them to the right. Now let's save it by going to File, Export and Save for Web. You can also save it as a video for higher quality, but you won't have the loop. But if, for example, you are making an animated streaming overlay, you can always loop the video in OBS. And you can directly go Save as GIF, but sometimes it doesn't work and it breaks into image frames. So to be safe, we're going to Export and Save for Web. You can now pause and see if these settings are as yours, as I found them the most optimal for emotes, and now we just save and see what we got. Good job! Now let me show you how I made this simple emote. So we have our layers here, we go Window, Timeline, and adjust as previously explained. You can see that I already have some layers placed, as these are the static layers of eyes closed, which will give us a blinking effect if placed on top of the base layer with open eyes. But we want to be moving is the hand and glasses, so we will transform them into Smart Object and start working. As you can see, the hand is not visible because we want it to appear and disappear later, and we will do that by adding a starting point, then the second that our hand will be moved to by Ctrl-T and moving it upwards until it touches the glasses. Now on the parallel point where the hand meets the glasses, we want the glasses to move up. That will be our starting point, and adding another pinpoint is where the glasses will move to and stay. And here's what we got, but it looks a bit weird because the hand just stays there. So to fix that, on the second parallel point of glasses, we will add a pin for the hand and give it a slight more movement up, and then adding another pin halfway to the end, we will make the hand go down and it will act as our end point because our starting point is the same. Now we achieved what we wanted, but it's a bit slow, so we will move the pins a bit closer to each other to make it faster. And now we have exactly what it's preferred. Now we repeat the same saving process, which is File, Export, Save for Web, and Save, and here is our emote. I really hope these basics will help, and of course you are free to ask of anything that might not be clear. Good luck animating!